Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your Devops SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
Okay, so the first question what we have today is what is Maven? Okay, so Maven is a build tool. Yes, build tool. So then why we need the build tool? Right? Why do we need the build tool? So simply, I'll say in this way. When you want to do the automation in the build environment. When I say build environment means, let's say, copying, downloading the code, setting the environment variable, creating a directory structure, compiling the code, testing the code, running the unit test, packaging the code, upload the packages to some artifactory or something like that. Okay, so for that we need to do programming, we need to do scripting. So if you are going to do all this programming and scripting, then it's going to consume lots of time actually for automating all this thing. So then small tool has been developed for small problems. And one of the problems which we have is build management, build automation, build scripting, how to automate build process. And for that we have a build tool, simple. Instead of using everything with Python or Java, let's use the build tool, which is easy to learn, easy to share, easy to extend, easy to debug, easy to learn and all stuff like that. Very easy, and you will see that within an hour you should be able to use that instead of learning any programming language. So why exactly we need? Because we don't want to use for small work lots of complicated things. So build automation is in mind, and for that we want to use some simple tools to use it. So do we have only Maven is the only one build tool which we have? No, we have many tools like make files and Maven, Gradle, MS build for the .NET, and which is got deprecated. So many build tools we have it, but Maven is the most popular one. Why? Because Maven is the one of the recent tools which we have from last, I think, uh, earlier we had a makefile, then we got a and, now we got a Maven. I mean, not now, I mean, is there from last 15 plus years or something, we got a Maven, and then we have a Gradle also. So these are the very popular tool used for build automations. Okay, if you are in a .NET environment, probably you will use MS build. Okay, so like that. So what is Maven? It's a build tool. It's for build automation. Now Maven is only for Java. Yes, I just said Maven is only for Java, Java-based project. Then you say, Rajesh, I want to automate Python project. So then we have a different tools for that. You have a, see here, Java typically we use build tool, Maven and Gradle. For Python, we use PyBuilder. Okay. For let's say Ruby, we use Rake. So different build tool, different language specific one. But I would say Gradle is the software we support multiple language. Gradle support Java also, .NET also, Python also. Okay, so that is also important one. So yeah, it's for the Java automating the build automation. Now the next question is how to install it. Okay, how to install it. So nothing, because this is for Java, developed in Java again from the Apache. This is Apache's organization which has lots of free and open source product. So that is also is coming from the Maven is also coming from Apache. So how to install it? So first install the Java, set the Java home, which you know that, and then download the Maven file and extract it and set in the path. That's all you have to do. Set in the path. So from where you will download, so go to this here, download Maven, just type in Google, and here you see, here it is, binary. Okay, this also zip file or tarball, you can download it. So first Java, so let me show you, I have installed the Java already. So here is my Java 11. I'm using, I have multiple installation, but set in the environment 11 right now. Now let me confirm this. This is, clear the screen. Java hyphen version here 11. Okay, so this is the one where to set in the environment variable, probably you know that, so I'll just show you here. See here, Java home, this is the one, and in the path you have to add like this, here bin directory in the path. So Java is set. After that you have to set a Maven also. So what I did, Maven I downloaded at this place, here extract it, and this path, this one you have to set in the environment variable. Let me show you here. Okay, so done. So Java installed, Maven installed, and done. Now what to do? So I will go to my workspace, and here I will create one directory, Maven. Okay, Maven is already there, I think, yeah. So let me create today one directory under the Maven Devops. Underneath I'll go and command and install, check the Maven. Maven is installed or not. So Maven is installed. That's the reason it's not coming command not found or something. So it's already installed. Okay. So that is something which you have to use to validate. So now you understood that yeah, Java has to be downloaded and set the path. Uh, Maven has to be downloaded, extract and set in the path, and then verify using this command. Okay. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So now there's a failure. This build failure is okay because there's a no empty directory, right? So Maven is installed, that's the reason it's running like this. If it is not installed and not set in the environment variable, then we'll say command not found or something like that. So mvn is a command, okay? So now the question is what should we doing actually? How do we do the build automation? That is the purpose of Maven. So I want to show you one image. Okay? And this image is Maven versus add. And I want to show you this image. So when you want to automate the build process, and when you are using Maven or compared to other tools like Ant or MS Build and Ant, here only Ant is there, but you can consider Ant also, MS Build also. So if you see that in everything, like in terms of directory structure creation, build preparation, downloading the dependencies, compile, testing, packaging, versioning, deployment, site generation, everything is automated with in manual in and an ms build or an ant, it's a manual. Are you understanding? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So here the question is, if everything is automated, then what I'm supposed to do? So yes, Maven says, hey, I have automated everything for you. Hear me out. Maven says, I have automated everything for you. So the only task which you have is to understand me, how I work. So if you want to use me, you have to just need to understand how I work, and rest of the things I have automated. That means if you see that building, compilation, testing, packaging, versioning, deployment, everything is automated by Maven. Where and you have to write your own logic, your own scripting and all stuff like that. But here in Maven, I cannot teach you scripting because everything is automated. So now I'll teach you how to understand Maven. So here there is one keyword you see, goals. So I have a question. What is goals there? What is goals? Okay. What is goal? Next one is here you have what is a life cycle? What is a life cycle? What is phase? What is phase? And what is a plugin? What is plugin here? So all this thing you need to understand, and the moment you understand everything, then this is automated. This is automated. Okay, so are you understanding what you need to know? So first let's start with the plugin, then life cycle, then phases, and then goal. Okay, and then version and few other stuff. Okay, so this is something which I have to teach you. So far so good. Any questions? Any doubts?
Rajesh.
Okay, so what is a plugin? So plugin is nothing but like a feature in the any software. So Maven has been designed on the plugin based. That means Maven, any features you want to add it has to be added in the plugins. So Maven has added core plugin and community plugins is also available. Community plugins. Okay, so core plugin and community plugin. Okay, so these are the two types of plugins which you have it. Now core plugin, which is a built-in, community plugin, thousands of it, you can use it from external source. Means these all are features of Maven. Okay, so let's say whatever you see here, compile, testing, packaging, versioning, for all these things, for creating a project directory structure, for all these things there is a plugins available. Okay, so these are all built-in plugins which we have. Now, what is a life cycle? So life cycle is a very generic word, okay? Uh, in terms of Maven, what could be the definition of it? So life cycle means life cycle, simple, start to end. So you have a life cycle, human has a life cycle, software project also has a life cycle. Okay. So this life cycle means the project life cycle, software product life cycle. Okay, so for that let me take you to the some simple definition, so you will get it. Maven life cycle, and here you understand this. So see that this is the human life cycle, start to end. So same way software development also has a life cycle. These are the life cycle: analysis, design, development, testing, deployment, maintenance. So these are the SDLC life cycle. So same way software build process also has a life cycle. So build life cycle in Maven for managing what? Software build process. For that, how to start and how to end. So if you see that life cycle in Maven, we have a three life cycle. Okay, one is a default, another one is a clean, and last one is site. So let's focus on the default life cycle for the project. So what I'm trying to tell you, what should be the life cycle for managing the build automation for the project, and that we have a default life cycle. So now if you see that here, these are the default life cycle phases. See, this is phase, right? See, your baby, so it's a phase of life, right? You're a boy, you're a um, middleman or old person. So these are the phases. Same way, this design is a phase. So same way, Maven has a three life cycle, and each of this life cycle defined into multiple phases. So what is the phases? So some of the popular one which I want to tell you: compile, test, package. These are the phase of the software build automations. Are you getting my points, all of you?
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, so these are the phases, and you see the list of all phases for the default. Here it is, but don't need to look at everything. Compile, test, package, install, verify, all these are the popular phases. Here, these are the phases for the clean, and this is the phases for site. Okay, don't need to remember, don't worry about that. Okay, so now you understood that here life cycle, which is a default life cycle I'm talking about, which has a 24 phases and all. So some of the phases are like a compile, test, package, and verify, like this. These are the popular phases. So that means you have a source code and you want to bring your source code to the compile phase. You need some magical formula. You have a source code and you want to bring uh, the code to the test phases, then you should be having magical formula. So like this. So now let me ask you one thing, very simple question. Can you become old? Can you become old before you getting born? Can you do that?
No.
Simple. So phases is like, see, can you maintain the project without development? Can you develop the project without testing? Can you testing without a development deployment? Sorry, and then can you develop without design? Can you design without analysis? No. So same way here, when you call this one, this all these things happen. When you call this one, this all things happen. Simple, simple rule. Nothing great about it. Okay. So these are the life cycle. These are the phases, and so on. So, are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello? Okay, so
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
the question is, how can I reach to that particular phase of my code or project? So this is the phase, mind it here. This is the phase, and then here we have a goal. What do we call it? Goal.
Goal.
Yes, goal. Goal, you can say, is like a magical formula. Okay, using that the phases can be reached. Okay, phases can be reached. So goal means what? So goal is basically it's matching actually. So compile is a goal itself. So don't get confused here. Compile is a phase, compile is a goal. Test is a phase, test is a goal. Package is a phase, package is a goal. Verify is a phase, verify is a goal. So what is a goal? So goal will help you. Goal is a command, is an instruction, is a plugin which will help you to reach to the phase of compile phase of your project. So conceptually, phase is different, goal is different. But theoretically, phase is a to bring the project to that particular phase of your life cycle. But goal will help you to implement that to reach to that phase. I don't know whether you're getting or not. Getting my points? Name is matching. Don't get confused. The name matching, but conceptually, phase is different. Goal is different. Goal is a command. Plugin is a plugin basically. Goal powered by plugins, which will help you to reach to the this phase of your project or test phase or package phase. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Okay, so now these are the, so now you understood what is a plugin. Plugins is nothing but the features, some of the built-in plugins which you are going to use it. Life cycle, we have three life cycle in Maven to manage the build automation. One is a default, site, and clean. Default is the important one. And some of the phases we have compile, test, package, and verify. And to reach to the phases, We have a goals also matching with the page name itself, and so on. So now in Maven, there are two types of version which we have. So this version and all I'll talk about little later. So now let's get started. So here in the Maven it says, hey, project name you have to give it, but directory structure is automated. Correct now? Sorry. Directory structure is automated. Correct? So how can I create a directory structure for the project? First day of my project, how can I create a directory structure of my project? So for that, what I'll do, let me get the command. The command which I have, one plugin, there's one plugin for it, and that's called archetype plugin. Okay. Now full command, I want it from here. So I want the plugin. Unfortunately, this whole command is there. I see that here, but whole command I don't have it. But you know what? I need it. So what I'm going to do, this is the Maven install and configurations. Okay, all this thing you can do that. So I'm not going to search for it. So rather than I'm going to look for the nodes. So go to the nodes. Here, folder, master, and here all the nodes you will find it. So I need just one command, Maven, and here go to any nodes actually, and the command which I need is this one. So why I'm looking for all this command? So this, here if you see, this is the Maven command. This is a one plugin, and this is a goal. So whatever you see that here, I said this goal, this goal, this goal, this goal are coming from the plugins, different plugins. So now we'll say, Rajesh, what exactly this plugin will do. So this plugin will create a directory structure for you. So now when you're creating a directory structure, any parameter you pass, capital D, capital D, capital D, capital D, you can skip this whole part also just like that, and you can run it directly. But when you run it, then it will ask too many questions and I get irritated. Okay, so this is a command, and rest of the interactive mode I make it false. Okay, so then you will ask, Rajesh, what is a group ID? Here you have a group ID, and then here you have artifact ID, and then here you have this one. Okay, so what is this? So now we need to understand this. So let's say there's one company which is called Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft. Now Microsoft, they want to create a standard packaging versioning. So they have a product, one is Word, okay, one is PowerPoint, one is Excel, and all stuff like that. So if they want to create some common also, so they want to create some standard package definition. Package definition means any code you look for it. Have you seen this line? Package definition in Java, something like. Have you seen that this line? This line here. Any code you go. Python also. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm audible, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So this kind of code, so that is package definitions. So any programmer, those who write, they create a package definition starting. So what should be the package definition for Microsoft? So com dot software, something like that. Com means commercial or company or something like that, and dot word, and they will write Excel like. So if you're writing the code of Excel, no, you will write first line of this code, package dot dot dot. If you're writing code of the Word, first line you'll write like this. Okay. So this is something which you have a package definitions. Okay, so now what is the group ID here? So group ID is this one and artifact ID is this one. Did you understand, all of you? All of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so group ID is an artifact ID. Now, this packaging concept is across the programming language. Remember that. If you go for the package Python, okay, these lines you will see that. Uh, First line. See, not coming properly. So many ads actually. That's the reason I hate website nowadays. Making slow. See, no, this is not a package definition. This is also not. Just a second, hold on. See, this is importing package, not the one. Where is the package? So line will be written like package and the name of the package. I'm not getting quickly the example of the code. Okay, so here importing the packages but not setting up the package. So yeah, anyways, so you will see that first line which will be declaring the package. Okay, any coding you go Ruby, Python and all, they'll declare the package like this. Okay, so now package and artifact ID, you understood that. So now next thing is one is a version of the software. So how do you define? So in Maven, you have a two version. Okay, you declare one is release and one is snapshot. Now release means the product which has been released. For example, major one 2.0, minor one 2.0.1, and something like that, and package 2.0.2.1.1, like this patches, hot fixes and all. But how do you define the snapshot? But the question is, what is snapshot then? So snapshot is a product, is a code, is a package which has not been released for the market, but it is available for the testing purpose, or maybe available for the beta version or alpha version, something like that. So in Maven we call it a snapshot. So what to do? End of this version we add this snippet and it will become a snapshot like that. Okay, so now a few questions again we answered. What is a how to create a directory structure? So if you look at this here, first thing which I'm going to do is look at the third step, project directory structure. So how do you create? So there's a plugin for it and there is a goal for it. Now while creating a directory structure, they need group ID, artifact ID, version and all. So I'm passing it here. So what is my group ID? Devops school.software. What is my artifact ID? So this I'll make it a mail. I think I have a few directory already in this chat and mail. So I'll make it a Devops. Okay, and this is a template. So again, if you look at the multiple templates are there, different types of template available in the market. So you see here, these are the template. J2E project, Spring Boot project, Maven project, all Java project, Java core project, different types of project you can create. So this is the templating information, and then rest of the options let it be off. So guys, this is the first command which I'm going to run, which will create a directory structure. Okay, clear the screen, run this, enter. So I repeat, Maven will automate everything for you. The only thing which you need to know how Maven works. And in order to Maven to understand that how Maven works, you need to understand what is a plugin.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.